welcome back. My name is Nicole. I am a homeschool mom to three girls. I only school two of them. Whatever. I'm here. I have three girls, and this is my channel where literally all I talk about is homeschooling. So we are in the throes of second term. I kind of loosely do 3 terms per year, so that we do schooling through summer, kind of a fall term, and kind of a spring term. So this is my spring term morning basket or family subjects, whatever you want to call them. Sometimes it's in the morning, sometimes it's after lunch, sometimes it's at lunch. When you have a crazy 2-year-old running around like I do, you just figure out when to read and do some of these subjects. And sometimes it's when the 2-year-old's napping, or sometimes, gotta be honest, doesn't happen at all. So, speaking of which, not always happening is part of the reason some of these subjects, too specifically, have taken me a lot longer than I anticipated. So I had anticipated my history and my science taking a little over 1 term, like a term and a half-ish, maybe a little bit less. And that's not happening. And a huge reason why is because my 2-year-old is crazy and insane and love her to death, but she doesn't love read aloud time, and it's just hard, and I have little kids. So as a reminder, if you don't already know this, I have a 8-year-old second grade daughter, an almost 5-year-old, and a 2-year-old. So keep that in mind when looking at what we do. So here's what we're doing, what we've been doing, what we're going to continue to do. So for history, we are doing Story of the World, Ancients. So we are honestly just barely about halfway through this. It's going a little bit, it's a lot slower going than I thought it would be. I was really looking for something that was super open and go. I didn't have to prep really, and would be easy and engaging to the children. We had tried Beautiful Feet last year, and the kids actually really liked doing that, but then they didn't retain anything. So we are liking this, but when we have a bad day or anything like that, this is the first subject to go. So I need to get back on it, really start focusing on it. They have some cool coloring pages and cool activities that I do have marked and I had been planning to do, but in reality and in practice, it was harder to do than I thought. For not history, I just did history. For science, we are doing Apologia, Exploring Creation with Astronomy. And quite honestly, this is going really well. I think we're on lesson 10, and there are 14 lessons, so we're obviously taking this at our own pace. This is supposed to be like a full year's curriculum. I had originally thought we could go a little bit more quickly, but I do add in other science stuff and things like that. So we've been taking our time with this. The kids really like this. It is extremely colorful. It has easy activities. Colorful. We really like it. It's super in depth, but my kids actually really like it. And like I said, my middle daughter is going to turn 5 in a month, and my other daughter's 8, and they really like this. They are retaining it, and they think it's fun. But it is a lot of one subject, so we do break it up with other things just because it is a lot. So next year, we'll have a little bit different plan for both actually history and science. To go along with all of that, we just recently, a couple months ago, started Life of Fred. I had this. This is Life of Fred Apples. I had this from a previous year, and the kids love the story of Fred. They think he's so silly. So I'm loosely doing that to reinforce grammar and stuff like that. We are doing Mad Libs, and I have to say this is a huge, huge hit. And we are definitely using this mostly once a week during if we do poetry tea time, which we kind of are doing. We also recently started first language lessons for the Well-Trained Mind Level 1. I can't remember what age range this is for. I think first grade through maybe through elementary school or something. Um, we love this. My kids love it. I really like it. It has poetry, some poetry memorization, a little bit of art, like appreciation, just a little bit, and it's talking about grammar in a very gentle way. So we are a couple weeks into it, and again, we go very casually with our stuff. So we are lesson 10, and they are learning common nouns and proper nouns, and that is what they started with lesson 1, and now they're on lesson 10. And they have a poem they've been learning called The Caterpillar, and they both know it, and they love it. I really, really like this so far, and I am trying to get my middle daughter kind of ready for kindergarten, so grammar doesn't hurt. For Bible, we are doing How Great Is Our God. I think we had read this previously, kind of like sporadically, sense a theme. I kind of am pretty loosey-goosey with how we do things, but when it comes to this kind of thing. But we are doing How Great Is Our God. It connects everything to science. So it will have a little Bible verse, and then it will connect it to science, explain it, and then it has real life pictures as well. Another example. My kids love this. I really like this. We are also now doing My Time with God daily devotionals for girls. This is VeggieTales. This was highly recommended to me by some friends, and it's really cute. Again, we go sporadically, so we'll do like 1 or 2 of these a week, not very much. So here, super cute. It will have a Bible verse, it will explain it, it'll have a thought for the day, and then a prayer for the day. So we kind of mix and match those when we do those. I also am utilizing core knowledge, what your preschooler needs to know. I love core knowledge, these books specifically. This year I'm skipping between preschool and second grade. We're kind of focusing mostly on the preschool, to be honest. For poetry stuff to add in and the girls love is I am using the Waldorf Book of Poetry, Discover the Power of Imagination. I really like this. It has poems that go with everything. It has no pictures. So, for instance, here, see this? It has poems about the seasons. It has poems about math. Like, we really, really like this. So that is that. And then our last poetry book that we are doing right now is this honker. Sing a Song of Seasons, nature poems for each day. Again, we've tried to do this every day since we got it, but we haven't been doing it every day. And it is, can you see how thick this book is? I saw this recommended in a number of places and never realized how ginormous it is. I thought it was a little hefty price for a poetry book. I did get it on sale. It's huge. So here is what that looks like. It is a really pretty book, and it has a poem for every day. So that is what we're doing for family time, for family subjects, or should I say, or morning basket, whatever you want to call it. And then we also are doing read alouds, like little chapter books and stuff like that. And we go through so many of those that I didn't even mention them, but I will in another video. So I hope this inspires you, or if you have any curiosity, that it sparks some curiosity in some of these things, or answers some questions, or whatever. So hope you enjoyed that. Stay tuned for more videos. Thanks.